Look at this sunrise. I'm supposed to be going to work in a couple of hours. I've been driving all night, but look at this sunrise. And the lake, Lake Okanagan in Kelowna, British Columbia. I'm about a half hour out. I live on the other side of Kelowna in a little town called Lake Country. Not afraid to reveal that much, but wow. You know, coming home, it's just a sense, it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful here and simple, and the energy is calm. It's not frenetic like Los Angeles. It's just really makes me appreciate where I live. It's just peaceful. And it makes sense to me that I don't fit in Los Angeles. It just didn't fit me. So yeah, anyways, I just wanted to, I'm a complete disaster. I had to stop and charge through the mountains. Look at me, I'm exhausted. So I charged the car, let's see. So I charged it in somewhere near Seattle. And then I got to Abbotsford. Oh, that's where I charged at the eco farm with the goats. I charged there. And then I had to charge again when I got onto the Coquihalla, which is mountains. And there's some really big mountains up through there. So the battery was getting drained pretty quickly. So there was a charging station on the Coquihalla, and then I got to the connector, which connects the Coquihalla to this part of the province, interior. And that's also very mountainous. It's 5:07 in the morning. I've been driving all night. So I had to charge again on the connector. So every time I charged, I slept. So I'd sleep for, an hour and a half type of thing. So that's not a proper sleep. I'm exhausted. So I'm going to be getting home here in, it's going to be, how far am I from home? 20 minutes, 30 minutes, something like that. And it's just so nice here. You guys, I can't even. So I wonder if I can show you. It's just a simple city, surrounded by lakes. Really, really beautiful lakes. So there's a lot of people that have summer homes here that are like wealthy people from all over the place. Professional hockey players and rich people from all over have summer homes here. It's that beautiful. I know Sarah McLaughlin comes and has her vacations on one of the lakes near my place out north of Kelowna on Kalamalka Lake. Yeah, it's just a really beautiful area. And just being here makes me realize and appreciate what I have. We have crime, we have homeless people. I don't see too many people on the streets anymore. I think there's been efforts made to put in housing. I got to check up on that because there was a big push to get some buildings done for our homeless. There are some people that prefer to live on the streets. They feel safe. They prefer it. They like it. But there is always that mental illness aspect to it as well. Anyways, we have some of that, but not what I've seen in the last few weeks. Not to that extent, or even close. So yeah, I'm just appreciating driving in. The vibe that I'm getting is just that calm, peaceful. So I think I was really the frenetic energy of Los Angeles and being around people that are in it all the time. I think it really affected me. It's an interesting point. So So I think I could learn from that if and when I go back, which I probably will, more so to be aware of it, conscious of it, because I wasn't prepared for it. So being prepared for something is going to make all the world of a difference. For example, when there's a full moon, I feel something's off. I feel like a little high strung until I realize it's a full moon. Then it seems to calm me. So I think it's just the awareness of what it is that's causing that extra little, spark of energy. So anyways, I think I could probably do better with bringing a calm effect to the environment that I'm in and prevent myself from getting sucked into it. Because I'm honestly quite truly not used to it. So I don't know how it maybe affected me. I'm going to have to reflect on that. But I think I'm feeling that that's what was going on with me. I wasn't sure I didn't feel right. So anyways, I'll have to watch back all the videos and see how, if that fits at all. So anyways, I just wanted to check in on that. I think there's not too much more I can show you. I just wanted to show you the view of the lake when I came into Kelowna, the sun rising. I think I might have to call in sick today, unfortunately. I'm happy to use another vacation day if that's what they want me to do. I definitely would have been okay if that tire change didn't take 6 hours. If I could have gotten home at 11, 12 o'clock last night, I could have slept and been fine this morning to work. So anyways, I'm just not up for it. I'm exhausted. I can barely keep my eyes open to drive, let alone work in any functioning capacity. So I think I need to go to sleep. So I will definitely be checking in. I have some video ideas that I want to pull out of my videos that I captured while I was on this trip that I want to focus a little bit more on, give a little bit more time to, and some commentary. So I'll be doing that and start planning for my next moves. I feel like I have some relationships with people that I met that I want to nurture, and also some connections that I need to extend and get to work. There's some very specific things that I'm going to be doing that I just didn't have the wherewithal on this trip to do, to get started on. I just didn't have the energy. There's only so much I could give right now. So once I get going, I think that's going to be a priority, because this movement is ripe for the next level, I think. So there's some attention on it, and that's what the organic grassroots movement has done, thanks to certain people that have gotten it really off the ground in a big way in a short amount of time. So it's up to some of us, the rest of us, to pick it up and run with it from there. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be coming. Little less sexy of work to do, more behind the scenes. Little dry, but necessary, absolutely necessary. If we want to take it down completely, we have to do some things. So anyways, hopefully I can contribute, and I have ideas anyways, maybe a few skills, so we'll see what we can do. I like the idea of some research as well, because this is history in the making, and this isn't the only cult in the world that needs to get taken down. It's the first one, the first big one that needs to be taken down. Now, there have been other cults taken down, like Nexium and many over the years, but this one, in order for all the others to collapse, this one needs to go down because of the governmental involvement. So any hope that any cult is going to be able to use government for its own devious means has to be tidied up. So I think that's the work right now. Can start. It doesn't feel so daunting. So there's been other people working on the same. So have specific ideas on the research aspect, not just the taking it down aspect. Because this is a really interesting case study, and it has to be documented. I need a shower and a teeth brushing and a good night's sleep, man. I really do. I'm going straight to bed the second night. The thing is, I have no clean bedding at home. All my bedding is in the car, and it is not clean. Oh my God. I wonder what this car smells like. Well, dog, for sure. But I tried to keep it clean, but it's hard. It's really hard. God. Anyways, it's really neat coming into town. It's so calm and quiet. And I mean, it's much busier. I'll flip here. Silly thing. I'm going to turn it if I can. It's much busier during the day. There's traffic and, it's a city. It is a city. There's 130,000 people here. So it is a city and it's busy, and this is all bumper to bumper and all that, but it still feels, we're in a valley, so either side of us there's the small mountains, and there's vineyards and orchards all around as well. It's considered Napa Valley North, so there's a lot of growing here. It's the top of the desert, so the northern tip of the desert, so it gets hot. Like, this is dry heat, so we can get up into the the hundreds, the 110s, and higher sometimes in the summer, which is to me that kind of summer is like the dead of winter, where I don't go outside. If it's that hot, I don't go outside. However, there are lakes all around us, and they're all very warm in the summer because of the heat, and they're clean, like crystal clean. You can see it at the bottom. So I kayak quite a bit, and I take my floaty to the beach and just float in the water for long periods of time. So that's how we handle the heat here, is the water. Other than that, I stay in because it's too much. But the spring and fall here is perfect. It's beautiful. That's where the majority of my outdoor time happens. So yeah, so we have a university, we have a college, probably a few colleges. Just coming up on the airport on the right. It's an international airport, and it is a destination, a tourist destination by every stretch of the imagination. It's where people come to vacation. So anyways, come and visit. Let me know. My driveway is always open to you van lifers. And if I know you, of course. And maybe and then some. We'll see. And let's see, what else can I tell you? The dogs are stirring. Maybe they feel it that we're home. Shawnee is, there's a mound of blankets right now that they're all like buried under. So I think Shawnee's just stirring. Maybe she feels it when we're close to home. Here, let me show you her little bump. See that? She just crawled out. She's just laying on her pile of blankets. My little cutie. She's been really good this trip. She's grown up a little. Like, she's not barking as much, and she's just accepted being out from home. Like, because we haven't gone out a whole lot the last couple of years. So I think she's calmed down a lot. She's just like used to. Look at this little bum bum. Look at this little bum bum. Oh, she's so soft. She's so soft. Hi, Shawnee. So we have our little moments. Anyways, yeah, this car, I'm not gonna touch anything. I'm just gonna leave it as is. Take my phone in the house and go to bed. Send a message in to work, and I can't work. No way. It's a miracle I'm driving. I actually considered pulling over like a half hour out the other direct behind me to close my eyes, because I thought I was going to pass out on the road. So somehow I had a muffin and then somehow made it. So I'm this far now, so I'm perking up because I'm excited to be home. How's she doing, Shawnee? I wish I was you, Cleopatra, back there. Look at her. When I started the trip, I had them clipped in their harnesses, but I kind of gave up on that because, I saw a single car accident in the entire trip. Not that they don't happen, but it's just a very rare occurrence. So I don't know. There's always a risk, I guess. So Lake Country 8 kilometers, which is how many miles is that? 6, 4, 5, 6. Be careful. Don't you fall. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? She's trying to drag something forward. She drags her beds around, so there's probably a bed way at the bottom underneath there. Oh my God, that looks comfortable. Anyways, I'll let you go. I'm out of town, so there's like a little stretch before I get to my town. And all the lakes, there's a chain of lakes that starts pretty soon here too. Oh, goodness. Oh, Lordy, it's ridiculous. It's gorgeous, gorgeous morning. So you can see the terrain on the mountain. It's a little bit deserty. So there's sage and whatnot. So, there's evergreens and kind of the desert mix. So it's like a combination of both. So it's pretty much the same climate as northern Washington State, like straight south of here, where they grow they have orchards there as well, and the apples especially. But we grow peaches, pears, apples, cherries, apricots, plums, all of it. And there's all kinds of vegetables being grown as well. So it's kind of a neat little pocket in Canada where the climate is particularly good. So anyways, I'm not going to give away where my home is exactly, but getting close. So I'm going to just go off, and I will talk to you guys soon. We'll be doing some recap videos of certain things that were noteworthy once I get to watch everything back. I haven't watched other streamers for weeks, really, very much. A little bit here and there, but I have new favorites. People that I got to know in a more personal way that, their videos now have much more meaning to me. So I'll be checking in on that too. So, anyways, there's some apples. It looks like the apple trees are. Is that apples? What is that? I'm not sure what that crop is. Oh my goodness, why am I'm not realizing what that is. Anyways, they're pretty. It's spring, so everything is blossoming. I have a peach tree in my yard, so last year I must have I counted somewhere around 200 peaches. So I did can a bunch of them, and I'm not going to can again. It was a lot of work I'm not as fond of canned peaches as the other thing that I did was chop them up into chunks and freeze them and just eat them as chunky frozen fruit. It was so good that way. It could be used in a smoothie, but I didn't want to take away from the pure peach taste by mixing it with other things, so I just ate them right out of the freezer. Leave them out for 5 minutes, and it's delicious. It's almost like a peach ice cream in a way without the cream. But anyways, so that's apparently this is going to be a bad peach year again, as it was 2 years ago. I only got 5 peaches. So it just depends on what happens there's a certain couple weeks of the year, I think it's in the spring, where if the weather is doing a certain thing, you won't have a crop. So I'm told that the peach crops are not going to come this year. So it is what it is, at least in this neighborhood. there's other parts of the Okanagan that can grow. Like further south, they have a slightly better temperature, so they don't run into the same problems that we do up here, but further north. So, anyways, no peaches this year, but that's okay because I can always buy them, you know. But it's really neat because as the spring or as the season progresses, a different type of fruit and vegetable is in season, is ready for picking. So everything's like fresh, so it changes, and you get your little, week or two of this or that, and then it changes. So it's pretty neat.